Every woman has a story, but I say every man also has a story. And there is no greater agony than carrying an untold story inside. A woman goes, gossips, and vents out,
I,
but a man never.
I agree with what you're saying. And another thing, going back to another comment that you made about men need to communicate their emotions. There's too many men out there that have been molested, have been sexually abused.
Of
that are
course,
saying-
LGBT community.
What now?
LGBT community is being, the abuse is much higher in that community as compared to the female, like gender-based violence.
The right, and men, women are speaking out about their abuse, the domestic violence and other issues, and they absolutely should be. But also, men need to take a cue, because as somebody who's gone through every type of abuse you can imagine, that being silent about that creates monsters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I, the best thing that I ever did in my life was learn to tell the truth and speak about what was going on with me, to bring some of these hidden toxins and hidden poisons and traumas, bringing it to light and allowing our Creator to assist in the healing process. But until I brought those secrets to light, there was no healing. There was no growth. There was no love. There was no compassion. There was no empathy. None of it, until I learned to communicate the truth about what was going on with me.
So of course, the acknowledgement is the first step you take for the healing. Once you acknowledge you are in pain, then only the healing will start. And seeking help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength.
Yes.
And a man will always be very vulnerable only in the front of a woman whom he actually loves. Otherwise, he can't be. That is the true sign of love, yeah. And another thing, that men, I always say, it's not only domestic violence is not happening only to the women. Men suffer through the emotional abuse in Indian families. It's about men being sandwiched between the mother and the wife, because the joint families are there and they suffer a lot. Why? But they can't speak up. Why can't they speak up? They should also. So we should raise our men right from the beginning, and the emotional intelligence teaching is the key. That instead of teaching our children who is the finance minister, who is the Ambanis, or who is the prime minister, or who is the mayor, we should teach them that pain, anger, anxiety, joy they have, though, because that is going to remain the same. Finance minister will change by the time your child grows up.
Yep, you're right.